Hi guys, it's Ray here from City Fan TV. How you guys doing? Long time, eh? Long time. It's a few days. It's was it Sunday night that I did my last live stream at this sort of time? So it's 25 past 9 in the UK, and we're here to talk Manchester City. Who else? Who else? And yeah. There's a bit of news, a bit of stuff to chit chat about today. We have got some news about Leroy Sané. Interesting stuff about Leroy Sané. If it's true, got to add that caveat. Got, something I talked about. If you watch my streams as I cycle today. We talked about the possibility of City's, I called it semi-permanent exclusion. It's not an exclusion, but it's a situation where UEFA could, potentially, if their proposal, what we've heard goes through, the rumoured proposals go through, it could put City in a very, very, very difficult situation. So let's just pop it on Twitter. So Leroy Sané. I mean, that story never ever goes away. And so the other thing, could UEFA let's get this right, semi-permanently exclude Man City from the Champions League. That is a bit dramatic, but you got to look at the story. So we'll do that. We'll have a look at the story behind this news. So let's just try and get a few people involved, and I will just stick this out onto our good friend Twitter. It might be nobody comes to chat because they think I'm cycling and they don't want to be bothered with the cycling, but we will see. Cup of coffee, very nice. So let's just add a few names to see if people want to chit chat. Blackpool Blu-ray. And Blackpool Blu-ray, I've got to say, he's been great coming on, talking about when I've been cycling. So, that all helps. It gives me that, as I said many times. I'm grateful for that extra little bit of motivation that I get from you guys. It's really, really important to me. I'm going to send this out to a few people so that if you want, you can join in. So let's see who's here, if I'm going to get anybody on tonight. Wow. It's just me and me. Could be a quiet stream. I shall wait a little bit. And just to see, I sent a message to John Barnes today. See if he got back to me. It's a tongue-in-cheek. I suspect he won't have got back to me. And if he did, he might not have been polite. I suspect he's not going to bother. Oh, all right. A friend of mine, Cam Janati, I put this tweet out, and Cam's to John Barnes, and Cam's come back and telling me I'm being naughty. I'll tell you what it was. He was an idea. When you look at how many games we've still got to play, okay, there's 4 teams: Man City, Sheffield United, Arsenal, and Villa, who've got 10 games to play. Everybody else has got 9 games to play. Off the top of my head, that makes it 92 games. Okay? Now, here's the thing. That's a lot of games. Okay, and whatever they talk about in the newspapers, Premier League and pundits and ex-players and blah blah blah. And Barnes was there giving it. I understand why they're doing it, so I coming up with ideas. So I said, why don't we do this? Where it really matters is, if you look at the bottom of the table, Aston Villa. Aston Villa. If you stop the season now, Norwich, Aston Villa, Bournemouth go down, but it's not fair on Villa. They've got 25 points. Watford, who are 17th, they've got 27. So if Aston Villa win their game in hand, they can leapfrog Watford. And then you could argue it's unfair on Watford, because Watford, if that happened, if you give Villa some leeway, you could turn around and say, hang on, it's still not fair, because Watford still say, hang on, it's not fair because we're on goal difference. We're behind West Ham by 2 goals. Are we going to get relegated because of 2 goals? Bournemouth are on -18. They're 3 goals worse off than West Ham. So you could say, okay, that's not a good situation. Another situation, that way I'd look at it, is say, right, Brighton are 15th. They've got 29 points. Southampton are 14th with 34. Let's forget about everybody from 14th upwards, okay? Brighton, 29. West Ham, 27. Watford, 27. Bournemouth, 27. Villa, 25. Norwich, 21. You could say, well, Norwich are miles off. No, Norwich is 6 points off. Okay, the goal difference is -10 worse. But if they win 2 games and West Ham and Watford lose 2 games, the goal difference will dramatically change by at least 4, maybe 6, 7, 8. So they'll be back in contention. All right. So why don't you? So one option is, I thought, play Aston Villa versus Watford. Play a game, winner stays up. Simple as that. Play a simple game. You can either play it home and away. And this is when football is allowed to play, okay? So when you know when next season is going to start, you say, right, 2 weeks before the next season starts, let's play this game. So you play Villa versus Watford. Or another option is, the bottom 3 play the teams that are the 3 teams that are above the relegation zone. And now you can either have it as a 2-legged affair or a one-off at a neutral ground. Could do it at Wembley even, instead of the Championship playoffs, and the League One and League Two. You could have bang, 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 Saturday, Sunday, Monday, in August, end of August, let's say it's allowed. You can have those 3 games. Winner stays up. Loser goes down. That way, everybody's had a reasonable chance. Everybody's had a chance. Okay, so either do it over 2 games, a home and away, or do it at Wembley. Job done. All over. Okay, now, I think if you offered that, Southampton, Newcastle, Everton, they say thank you very much. I mean, I think Southampton are almost safe, but they're only 7 points. That's 2 wins and a draw. And they got then goal difference is -17, so it's not, and Newcastle are on 35, so they're 8 points clear. That's 3 wins. Who should say Newcastle won't lose their remaining 9 games, and Bournemouth, Watford, and West Ham will win 3 out of the last 9? No one knows. So, but the teams above Brighton would say thank you very much. Brighton, they might and ah about it, but Brighton would probably look at it and say it's not such a bad thing. It's in our own hands. Yeah. Because, look, if Brighton lose their next game, West Ham, Watford, and Bournemouth win, Brighton are in the bottom 3. So I think that gives all the bottom 6 teams a chance to get out. All the bottom 6 teams get a chance to get out of that, to stay up. So there's no complaints there. You look at Southampton, Newcastle, Everton, Burnley. Are they going to make the Champions League spots? No. Are they going to make the Europa League? Possibly, if we carried on the season. I mean, United have got 45 points. They're in the Europa League. If City win the FA Cup, then I think they stop doing it against the losers going, the FA Cup finalists. It'll be the next team in the league. So that'll be right now Wolves. Now you look at it, and Burnley could say, well, we're only 4 points behind Wolves. Okay, the goal difference makes a huge difference. It's 13 difference. But we're only 4 points. And Burnley could say it's not fair. But Everton might say, look, we're only 6 points. I mean, Everton could look at it and say, we're 6 points off Wolves. Yeah? Okay, the goal difference is 16 different. But we're 6 points off. We've got 9 games to go. We win 7 out of 9. We could be there. Palace could say, well, same with us. And Palace could say, well, hang on, we've won our last 3 games. So we were in form. Arsenal could say, we won our last 3 games. We were informed. So maybe that's harsh. But I said for that 5th spot, you can have Sheffield United against Man United. Winner takes all. So if Sheffield United beat Man United, then Sheffield United go into 5th. That's it. Just play that game. And the winner gets the Europa League spot. Now, would Wolves be happy? I doubt it. But if you say the 6th place team gets Europa League, if Sheffield United, it's a bit trickier. If Sheffield United beat Man United, Sheffield United go above Man United, and they both go into the Europa League because United are currently there. If Man United beat Sheffield United, then Man United and Wolves go into the Europa League. Hope you're still following me. Stuff Tottenham and Arsenal there, they're too far behind. Arsenal could turn around and say that's not fair. We've got 40 points off 28 games. We could catch Wolves. And it's true, but their goal difference is 3 worse off. And Arsenal could argue, and I probably would, that they got that game in hand. But I think a game between Man United and Sheffield United, that'll do. If City get excluded from the Champions League, yeah, then you can say Man United are through, and whoever is the winner between Man United and Sheffield United gets the Champions League spot. Then you could argue that Wolves could play Arsenal for the other spot. That's for Sheffield United. I don't know. You have to think about that just a little bit more to see how that one would pan out. Hi, Video. Hope you're well, Jason. Yeah, I don't like the plans. We should sign Thomas Mooney on a free transfer. I didn't know he was available, Video. I haven't seen that now. But anyway, this is what I said to John Barnes. So I said, so you can have a playoff for the relegation zones, playoff for the Champions League, Europa League for that 5th place. And the only 2 teams that can win the league are Liverpool and Man City. Let them play off for the title, either home and away or a game at Wembley. You can have so basically you could have 3 games at Wembley to decide the bottom 3, and you can have maybe a couple of games to decide who gets Champions League Europa, and then another game. So over 2 weekends, why not 6 games where you'd get 90,000? This is once football is allowed to play. You get 90,000. They can charge 100 quid a ticket. Who cares? So the football, they could get themselves about 15 million, maybe even 20 million per game on gate receipts and hospitality and sponsorship. 20, 30. I mean, the Premier League could turn around and say, each of those games could net us 20 million quid. Each of those games at Wembley can get, so that's 60, 80, 120 million quid. The Man United, Sheffield United would be a big earner. Liverpool, Man City would be a huge earner. And so that's, that's my option. Do you think Zinchenko should be midfield cover for the likes of Foden? Yeah, Vidya, I wouldn't have Angelina to compete with Mendy. I want someone. I mean, it's not going to happen, and people will say, "Oh, you're spending money." But I want someone who can push Mendy out, not out of the club, but push Mendy to second choice. I want someone better than Mendy, reliable than Mendy, someone who's fit. And then it's up to Mendy to do his business to get his place back. And Angelino, we can sell him. And then Zinchenko could play midfield as cover for, like you say, Foden or KDB or Bernardo, or he can play out wide if we want, or he can Zinchenko play out wide, or if we need to, sometimes play him at DM. Just use him as a utility player. Right, let's talk about Leroy Sané then. That's what we're here for. So, all this, rumours of very strong rumours that Leroy Sané is not going to be at the club, and I don't think he will be either this summer or next summer. Now, apparently, Bayern Munich manager Hansi Flick has called Leroy Sané in a bid to convince him to join the club. If this is true, then that's typing up, and City could report Bayern. I don't know. But look, we remember last year, a lot of players went after him, mentioning it. Robert, as well as was it Uli Hoeneß, the ex jailbird tax fraudster, Uli Hoeneß. I think even Karl-Heinz Rummenigge said something. Even the manager at the time, Niko Kovac. Niko Kovac, remember him? I met him at the Etihad. after he was sacked from Bayern Munich. And Niko Kovac said something, and he had to apologise afterwards for what he said. Anyway, so Sané obviously has got the injury that stopped the move before. So I think it's been reported by Sport Bild, which is sports Bild. Bild is a newspaper. I suspect Sport Bild is a sports section or a sport paper owned by the Bild brand. It was reported that Hans Flick wasn't interested or wasn't that keen, but now it says he's changed his stance. He would welcome Sané to the Alliance Arena, and it's claimed a few weeks ago a 30-minute phone call between Hans Flick and Sané. Flick's on board with making the signing after initially being sceptical. So City's stance not changed. They want Sané to sign the extension, but they'll sell him rather than lose him on a free. So something else I've heard is that Zach Steffen, even though he's injured, he suffered a serious knee ligament injury in training, could keep him out of action for months. It's not been confirmed, but apparently Fortuna Düsseldorf want to extend his loan. Okay, now as I've been saying for a while, quite a while, MEN said the same. Let's say they got their story first. I said it as soon as Zach Steffen came last when we recruited him, that this is what I expected: go out on loan and then come back and have a chance fighting with Edison for that top spot. Anyway, Manchester Evening News Sport understands that City had earmarked Steffen for a return to the Etihad next season to challenge Edison for the #1 spot. Wow! But apparently, according to Sports Bild again, Fortuna said to be looking for an extending his loan. But we don't know what's obviously when is it going to this season, because I mean he's actually going to be playing for them this season if Germany start playing again, or a new season for a loan for next season. So that'd be interesting. Whether he's going to be fit enough. If he's not fit, then we have to make different plans. But no worries. I mean, it's something I've been saying for months, and it's something I said last summer as well. Let's see if anybody else has got some questions for me. Yeah, PSG not only Thomas Meunier but Thiago Silva, even Kuzara. Wow, I didn't know that. I'm surprised they'd let them go for free though. Video. That's could be argued that it's a stupid thing to do, really. Yaya, is that Yaya Sheikh? How are you doing, Yaya? Leroy Sané could stay at City. That's the thing, video. But if he doesn't sign it, we can't force him out. He can just stay for that extra season. And that's that. Now, hi, Kamal. Hope you're well. I want Zach Steffen to challenge. The thing is, Yaya, we can't. Yeah. If Zach Steffen is injured and it affects him next season, that's the problem. But I want. That's what I want as well. That's what I want, and that's what I said when we got the kid. I've been saying it, and I said it when I chatted with Mike Long from Bolt from the Blue. Last week. So we said the same, and we said it many times. I'm pretty sure we said it many times. So let's have a look. So Yaya, I'll say Jambo to Yaya. If you can speak Swahili, Yaya. If you're from Kenya, I'm going to go with Jambo. Jambo to Yaya. Can I give you another one? Habari Gani. Habari Gani. So I can say Jambo to you, Yaya, or Habari Gani. I hope I got them. The Jambo, I'm sure I got right. Habari Gani, not so sure. Ishak Tarafdar. What do you think of the proposed new takeover of Newcastle? Because their new owners to be, they're richer than ours. It's going to be a case of how you spend your money. Clubs can have rich owners. It really depends how you spend your money. Everton has spent a lot of money, 50 million quid for they were paying for 20-30 million pound players, 50 million. 50 million for Richarlison or 45. I'm not buying that. So it depends how you spend your money. Everton have spent a lot of money. Look at Villa, spent, was it 120, 130 million? Second bottom. Look at Fulham last season, spent 100 million. it's not just having the money; it's how you spend it, who your manager is, and it's also the structure within the club. You know, if Newcastle get the honours, I think the first thing they should do, something like City did, you know, have that academy stadium, have some of the best facilities going, because that doesn't affect you for financial fair play, your academy stuff and your training stuff, and your facilities. That's not going to make any difference. Your infrastructure. So I would do that straight off the bat. Maybe do what, if the land is available, and I know there's an issue about the land, do what City do. Have City going to looks like build this arena. That's more money in either to the club or to the to Sheikh Mansour. So I can teach Kiswahili for free. I'm not very good. Yeah, it's from Somalia. Sané leaves. Who should we sign to replace him? I don't know, Vidya. You know, it really does depend. If we decide to keep Sterling on the left, we can push Gabby Jesus on the left. I've always said I wanted to see him play on the left this season when Sterling was playing poorly. I thought it was a good opportunity to see whether he could replace, you know, or challenge Sterling for that position for next season. If Zach Steffen's a long-term injury, then should we? No, I wouldn't keep Bravo. I wouldn't call Muric. Muric didn't play, from what I remember, much at Nottingham Forest. Now, he went on loan at Forest, but he didn't get much playing time. So he needed that playing time to, you know, I think he had a bad start and he got dropped. So the problem with Muric is you really need to see how good he is under pressure, and he struggled. Okay, now I'm just going to pull up his stats. He's only 21 years old. Only 21 years old. Now, he's not loan at Forest, but when you look at how many games he's played, made 4 appearances for Nottingham Forest. So, you know, in the last 2 seasons, he's hardly played at all. NEC Breda, he played 1 game while he was on loan there, and then Bravo got the injury. It was a 3-0 win, I remember, for NEC Breda. Can't remember who it was against. Not important. But he kept his clean sheet, and then he played 4 appearances for Forest on loan. So he's hardly played. So I don't think he's ready. He needs one good season. He needs one good season. Ishak, should we try to Usman Dembele? I'm not so sure. Vidya, he was a good player. He had 1 good season at Dortmund. He's not done it at Barcelona. So I'd be concerned. You know, honestly, I'd be concerned. Ow, my knee's killing me from all this cycling. And the thing is, because I've got this bike behind me, that's give me less space for my chair. So just have a quick drink. So where's our friend gone? Yaya. So what am I going to say to Yaya then? Su duao. So Yaya. I hope that's right, Yaya. Su duao. That's hopefully welcome. Ishak, new owners in Mohammed bin Salman, which is from Reuben Brothers, which have a business here, and Amanda Safely. Look, it's how you spend your money. It's always about that. Chelsea, look how they spent their money at times. They bought some real rubbish. Danny Drinkwater, paying him 120 grand a week after paying him back 37 million quid for him. When we get someone like Bernardo Silva for 43 million quid and pay less in wages, incomparable. We get Leroy Sané for 37 million quid and pay him 60 grand a week. They get Batshuayi for a lot more and pay more. You know, it's how you spend your money. Yeah, Edison is not on the same. Like, the thing is, Edison passes with his feet, and that's what he's there for. Yeah, if we wanted a shot stopper, then Joe Hart would have stayed. But it's that guy who can build it from the back, and Pep felt Joe couldn't do that. Bravo struggled, and Edison struggled this season. I think overall struggled to make saves, and his kicking has not been as good. And also teams have worked us out a bit. You know, some of the passing wide and along would work in the first 2 or 3 seasons, but now, you know, it's more difficult. So Duao, there you go. Yeah. Things is Xabi Alonso will be perfect. Could well be. Vidya. Okay, should we have a look? Let's have a look at this UEFA thing. I've not had a good look. Anyway, the one of these is that City's ban. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, let's put that to one side for the time being. An FA report this week revealed there are plans to revamp the Champions League from 2024 onwards, limiting the amount of new teams that can appear in the competition each year. It states that the clubs would initially be selected based on club domestic rankings in the previous 4 seasons. Okay, that's not so bad. 2021 to 23-24. That's all right. It's on domestic rankings. Beyond the first season, it would only be possible to enter the league by reaching the semi-finals of League 2, the Europa League, or winning a domestic league. Wow. That's tight. So, are they saying the top 4 teams? I don't know. But it appears at first glance to be protection of traditional elite teams against rising talent. It will no longer enough for Leicester, Wolves, or Sheffield United to win a Champions League place by breaking the top 4. And conversely, one poor season for a club used to finishing in those positions will be excused. You really need to know more information about that. But City's problem is obviously the ban. Performance will not be counted by the new look Champions League, though. While it would be realistic to think City would tumble down the league if their European ban is upheld, it's not hard to imagine that they will be weakened. They will be weakened by some way by it. I'm not MEN. I'll be honest. I just read the MEN's article. It's poor journalism. It's my opinion. Poor journalism from the MEN tonight. Reading that, it's not really helping me in any way. Vivarium, anyone watching this movie? Nope. I haven't got time to watch shit. What do I watch? I watch a documentary on Egypt today with the kids. Going back to whatever, 3000 BC or 5000 BC. But normally what I watch at the moment, I watch Jay Leno's Garage. I watch a bit of Jay Leno and his old cars and guest cars. So I quite like that. I watch a bit of old cricket. That's pretty much it. That's all I get time for. Right, guys, I think unless anybody's got something really interesting or important to say, I'm going to hit the road. It's 10 to 10. I'd like an early night tonight. I've got 99 kilometers to ride tomorrow. 99 kilometers. That's going to take me about 4 hours. That's going to be the hope, that I will do that in 4 hours. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. You look after yourselves, stay safe. Remember your social distancing, and hopefully you and your family and your friends remain safe and healthy. And if you're around tomorrow, yeah, Jeremiah, I hope you're doing well. Javi Alonso, it's an option. He's running. There's a lockdown video. Yeah, we're locked down. I've been out once in the last month. I could go out, but I've chosen not to. I've chosen not to. I'm more concerned as the time goes by that I don't want to. We're hearing reports now that the kids are getting a different kind of symptoms from this, and it can be quite severe. I don't want my kids being ill. And no parent wants that. No parent wants because to find that because of their selfishness that they've gone out, done stuff. I saw people today, the woods opposite the house. One car pulled up. 10 minutes later, some guy went out for his dog for 5 or 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, another car pulled up, and the guy went to the ones and I had a chat. That's not social distancing. And if you pass it on to somebody else and they pass it on and kill their kids or the parents, it's just so selfish. But guys, look after yourselves. And if you get a chance, I'll be cycling tomorrow. But I'll be cycling for probably about 4 hours tomorrow. So probably four videos will be on the channel of me cycling. So check them out if you get a chance, and it'd be nice if you can support the fundraising work I'm doing. Guys, take it easy. Love you all, and we'll see you soon.